Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 15th episode of the 6th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it is available for the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, kind of big steps for Sheldon, to be honest. You know, he ended up working together collectively on like a research paper with Kripke, and it was called Cooper and Kripke, you know, like paper. And I was saying in the outro last episode that it's a big step for him, considering that he never really wants to share his work. He always wants to take the accolades, and you know, 6 seasons in, it's quite surprising actually that he's happy to work with other people. And he acknowledged as well that Kripke's research and the field was better than his. Now Kripke actually said that he understands the reason why Sheldon's work's not really up to scratch, and it's because that he's having sexual intercourse with Amy on a daily basis. You know what I mean? If he had a girlfriend, his mind wouldn't always be fully in his work, it'd be elsewhere as well. Obviously Sheldon's lent into this and engaged, and obviously kind of egged it on because it's better than him actually just acknowledging that he's just not as smart as Kripke is in the field in this particular research. Now, interestingly, they ended up sitting in the apartment. It was Penny and Leonard, and he was talking over the dinner. And Penny actually just come out of it and said, "What's the deal, you know, with you and Amy? Are you ever going to engage in sexual intercourse with her or what? You know, you've been together for a few years now. I know that she would be loving it and she'd love to do it, but like, what is it with you guys?" Now, big thing for him, to be honest, to come out and say, look, you know, I've never really been in a position in life where I've felt comfortable around situations, holding hands, giving hugs, you know what I mean, like general contact between all humans. It's never really come natural. And, you know, as I've been with Amy, it's been slowly improving and progressing, and we're getting a bit better, you know what I mean? And, you know, we're getting a little bit more physical. Now, obviously, they're not at the sexual stage yet, but Penny turned around and said, look, do you reckon it would ever actually get to that stage? And Sheldon actually surprisingly said, yeah, maybe he could do one day. And that was it, mate. It was the, oh my God, she couldn't believe it. And again, you know, what a big step in Sheldon's character. I'm really enjoying it. But that is where we currently are. Hopefully you guys enjoy today's episode. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Why I avoided the Harry Potter books for so long. These are great.
In it, they are
Started
good.
Number 6.
Dumbledore dies in that one. Yeah, I know. I didn't see it coming either.
That was a huge spoiler.
Good.
What is wrong with you? If I did that, you'd bitch about it for weeks.
Yeah, oh, really, Leonard? Are you going to have another one of your hissy fits?
Hissy fits? I have hissy fits? You are unbelievable. You know, I don't know why I put up with you. You're controlling, you're irritating.
There you go again. Nag, nag, nag. I'm annoying. You criticize my behavior all the time. Sheldon, don't talk about your bowel movements over breakfast.
That's it. I don't have to put up with this.
Actually, I have your signature on a roommate agreement that says you do. Pick that up right now.
No.
Roommate agreement, section 27, paragraph 5. The roommate agreement, like the American flag, cannot touch the ground. Where are you going?
Live with Penny and not you, you crazy bastard.
Crazy bastard?
Yes.
Leonard, wait.
What?
Dobby the elf dies in book 7.
I mean, they should say spoiler alert as well, to be fair. You know, people who haven't seen the Harry Potter... Well, to be honest, if you haven't seen Harry Potter by now, you deserve to have it spoiled. Best franchise ever, to be honest. You know, think about movie franchises that people could debate. Star Wars, Star Trek, The Hobbit, you know, these are pretty good franchises. Pirates of the Caribbean's alright. Fast and Furious has got loads of them. I actually just think that the Harry Potter ones are just peak, to be honest. You can watch any of them and be pleasantly entertained, all of them. I feel like the storytelling's really good. They progressively probably get better, in my personal opinion. Character building, relationships, you know. I think everybody knows it. I don't think that Harry Potter will ever die, to be honest. I know that we just had a 20-year reunion, maybe like, was it like last year, the year before? And, you know, the guy who played Hagrid, you know, R.I.P. to him now, he's actually passed away. You know, in the documentary, he was basically saying, look, you know, I might not be around forever, but the magic will always live on. I've been part of something that will live on for a long time. And, you know, he is factually true. I went to Harry Potter World in London in January. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people there consistently. You know, I ended up spending like 200 quid. Bought a dressing gown. like 50 quid. You know what I mean? Like, why would they ever? You just get sucked into it. Do you know what I mean? So I absolutely love it. You know, I think it's one of the best of all time. And also, if she was going to give a spoiler for that book, The Half-Blood Prince, you know, you would just probably say that Snape has to do something for Draco because he'd done an unbreakable vow and he couldn't go through with it, so he had to do it himself. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good kind of thing that went on in the book without saying who actually died.
Here you go.
Great, come on in.
But you don't say thank you?
It's my suitcase. I lent it to you 2 years ago.
Is everyone from Bernadette's company going to Vegas?
No, just me, her, and a couple of the bigwigs. It's part of a bonus she got. Wait, they spent a ton of money developing this dandruff medication that had the side effect of horrible anal leakage. Anyway, it was Bernie's idea to rebrand the stuff as a cure for constipation.
Way to make lemonade.
My mom's been kind of an emotional wreck since that dentist she was dating dumped her.
Dumped her? What, did he use a forklift?
Anyway, I was just hoping that maybe you could check in on her tomorrow night, make sure she's doing okay.
Dude, I'm a single man. Saturday night is my party night.
You pay $15 to park, the bouncer $20 to let you in. You push your way to the bar where you drink an $18 Cosmopolitan. Then you give up on anyone ever loving you, go to Marie Callender's, buy a pie, and eat it in your car in the parking lot.
What time should I be at your
I
mother's?
told her around 7.
Oh, you two make such a cute couple. Like Bert and Ernie.
Had it. I am done. I can't live with him for one more minute.
Wow. So where are you gonna go?
Well, I was thinking here with you.
She's going to push him back home.
Oh, just can't help feel bad about Sheldon.
He's got Amy now.
Yeah, he does, but it's not the same. Well, all right, you know how in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Ron didn't abandon Harry just because Harry started dating Ron's sister?
Harry and Ginny get together.
Sorry, spoiler alert. My point is, as much as I want to live with you, I can't do it knowing how much Sheldon needs you.
It sounds to me like you don't want us to live together. We're together all the time. Financially, it makes great sense. Can you think of one reason why we shouldn't do this?
I'm just a little thirsty. Got nothing.
Great. I'll go get my stuff. Oh, could you clear off a shelf for me in the bathroom? I take a lot of medicine.
You know, in terms of financially, it does make sense two people being together, to be honest. I mean, I'm not kidding. I don't know what it's like in your country for bills, but I think I said it before on the channel. I feel like 70% of my wage is just bills. Like, I'm literally not even kidding. Like, and when I say bills, it doesn't mean let's throw groceries and food in there. I'm going out and getting steak every night. It's literally your gas, water, electric, your heating. You know what I mean? Like, people might not class internet as bills, but like, I think that you need internet in the house. If you don't have internet, then you can't, you know, well, I wouldn't be able to do this. I can't watch Netflix. I can't really do anything. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it's like now in terms of 2024 modern day society, like it's like an essential bill. You know what I mean? And then you just add in, obviously you just mortgage onto that. You got to pay your council tax here in the UK. TV license. You know, we have to pay to have a TV in our house. You literally have to pay like £20 a month. You know what I mean? It's like $25 a month. Like, what an absolute rip off. I feel like literally 70% of my wage just goes on BS like that. For me, yeah, when I was purchasing a house, I had to take out life insurance. It's part of the contract. So again, another 50 quid a month is just out of my salary, just as part of a contract to have it. You know, home insurance, you know, it's just like, it's crazy. I think it's ridiculous, you know what I mean? Like, so financially, if two people was paying that and now you move into one, you're going to have $1,500, you know what I mean? Like, backing collectively, couply, that you could do stuff with. You could even go on a vacation every month with that. Do you know what I mean? So, like, financial wise, but independent wise, I feel like moving in with somebody, you lose a lot of independence. You know, I used to game quite a lot with my friends. Not really that much anymore. Why? There's another person in the house and they want the attention instead. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to kind of make sacrifices, and you know what I mean? Petty will learn that quickly if she's now having a roommate. I feel like she's going to usher him back to his apartment slowly throughout the episode, or maybe the next few episodes, but I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing.
Are you ready for dessert?
Oh, she does look like a big lady. That's the first time I've seen somebody.
As it is, I'm going to have to carry my stomach out of here like I'm a fireman rescuing an infant. But I've had a lovely time eating your brisket and hearing about the things you've had removed from your body over the years.
How about I put a little doggy bag together for you?
That would be lovely.
Don't mind me. I just cry when I'm lonely and have nothing to live for.
I suppose I could stay for some dessert.
Great. You like chocolate chip cheesecake?
Sure.
I'll make one.
Mr. Mixelplick action figure.
Children's toy.
One Star Trek, The Next Generation phaser. That's Leonard's.
So, what's your plan moving forward?
I suppose I'll have to find and cultivate a new roommate.
What if you could find a roommate who was a scientist and already familiar and comfortable with your ways?
That would be ideal. If a person like that existed, I would sign on, no further questions asked.
Great. Here I am. Think about it, Sheldon. I'm not a stranger. We're intellectually compatible. I'm willing to chauffeur you around town. And your personality quirks, which others find abhorrent or rage-inducing, I find cute as a button. I'm gonna go see if Leonard's room is big enough for my waterbed.
Good buddy Leonard? Good buddy Leonard. Good buddy Leonard. All is forgiven, so come back home. I'll make you some soy hot chocolate, and then I'll tell you about our exciting new devil-may-care bathroom policy.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, get this. Suddenly, Sheldon wants me back because Amy wants to move in with him.
Really? Interesting.
Please, you know Amy moving in marks a level of intimacy our relationship isn't ready for.
If he doesn't want to live with her, then he should tell her how he feels.
Well, maybe he doesn't know how to say it without hurting her feelings.
The feelings? What am I, a hippie at a love-in? No.
Oh, spoiler alert. This door's about to slam in your face.
Penny can help him. Like, I feel like
Oh,
Penny's going to
there
do it on
you
the side.
are. When do I get a key to our apartment?
You know what, right? I actually think that Amy has grew to be my favourite character on the show. Like, I don't know. It's a personality. Like, she's smart and clever. I think she's quite quirky. She's always happy. And, like, it makes me like her. Do you know what I mean? Like, have you ever been around people in life that, like, are just fucking boring? Like, literally, like, all the time, depressed, boring, always in a bad mood, and you're like, literally, you just woke up or whatever. It's like 8 in the morning, you just started work, like, why are you so morbid? You know what I mean? And then you got other people that are always upbeat and happy and loving life and energetic and having a good time, and you're like, that's the vibe, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm around you, I feel good and happy and matching your level, you know what I mean? I'm on your wave. Like, you know, sometimes you might not be feeling great, but one of your friends will come over and they're always quirky and they're always going and cracking jokes and they're always having a good time, and it brings your spirit up. You know, the only way you can compare it is here in the UK. Our weather is shocking, honestly. Like, it'd be raining and snowing one day, next day it'd be gale force winds, the next day you might have a bit of sun, and it's like, you can't wait till the summer, because when it's always sunny, the days are longer. It means you can come home from work, you can be more practical, you're excited, you can't wait to be out and about, and it affects your mood, you know what I mean? You don't want to go to work in the dark, in the rain, come home in the dark, in the rain. When it's sunny, you feel good all day, it's longer, it lifts the spirit, and that's what I feel like Penny does. Amy does. Every time I see her, she's up there, she's upbeat, she makes the screen or the scene, like, more vibrant and happy. Now, Sheldon is the best character, but, like, in terms of the person that I'm enjoying, I feel like Amy's taking that lead right now.
How'd it go last night with my mom?
Okay, I guess.
What time did you leave?
Actually, I'm still here.
You spent the night?
After dinner, we watched a rerun of Rockford Files, and then she opened a bottle of cream sherry, and the next thing I know, she was tucking me into your bed.
Swap, you ready for breakfast?
Oh boy, breakfast!
Okay, Raj, listen to me. You need to get out of there. If you don't leave now, she'll use food and guilt to keep you there for the rest of your life.
I can leave whenever I want.
Oh, really? Where are your clothes and your shoes?
They're on the chair, right over... Oy vey.
What did I do?
You gave Leonard somewhere to go. Thanks to you, Amy's out buying his and hers bath towels.
I don't want him living with me.
Great. Kick him out, break his heart, everybody wins. If you don't want to live with Leonard, why don't you just tell him?
Well, you know how he is. He's sensitive and emotional.
That's because he drinks too much soy milk. I suppose there's no choice but to face the crying.
And who knows how Amy will react.
Should have just done it the regular way.
Those Chinese acrobats in Cirque du Soleil made it look so easy.
Hey, Raj, what's up?
You were right. I can't get out of here. Clothes have been in the laundry all day, and she hid my keys. I think they might be in her bra because she jingles when she walks.
I ran you a bear.
She's not gonna bathe me, is she?
Gee, I wish I could tell you no.
Should we go back and rescue him?
It's too late. We'll see him at his bar mitzvah.
Brown rice, not white rice?
Yes.
Spicy mustard from the Korean deli?
Yes. I did good, right?
Yes. Hello, this is Sheldon.
And this is Amy.
We're not home right now.
'Cause we out dropping science, son. Leave a message. Beep.
You can't live here. It's not the message.
Well, what is it then? I did everything just the way you like it.
You did.
Then what the hell, Sheldon? Best girlfriend you're ever gonna have. You give me one good reason why I can't live here.
Penny's fault.
I mean, mate, I would go straight over to Penny and say she's kicking him out.
Leonard, so he has to come live here again. She's the snake in our garden.
I was all set to move in with Sheldon, and now I hear I can't because you don't want to live with Leonard.
What?
Oh, don't get all huffy. You're the one who decided to move in without even asking me if I was ready. Why don't you tell Amy you don't want to live with her instead of blaming it on me?
You're a coward.
Well, the evidence does support that.
You know what would show them? I should move in here with you.
Imagine.
Do you want to catch up on some Walking Dead?
Okay.
Where you going?
You know, I think it would have been an interesting, instead of pulling it straight away, to be honest, you know, like we've done a quick switch, didn't we, back to how it kind of was at the start of the episode. But like, it would have been pretty good to see it play out where Howard went over and stayed with Bernadette, which they are. But then Raj went over and stayed with Howard's mum. So now that there's two people to change their environment, two lonely people are now together. We had Amy move in with obviously Sheldon and obviously Leonard move in with Penny. And then we've got the three couples together and Raj with a companion. And maybe see how that lasted for a few episodes before they started all bickering and saying, do you know what I mean? Like, everything that happened in today's episode in terms of the breakdown and Penny saying it's too much in being there, Sheldon not really want to be with Amy, and obviously Raj trying to get away from Howard's mum, could have all happened in like 3 episodes time after they'd all spent a bit more time together. Do you know what I mean? I actually enjoyed today's episode. I thought it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. But like in terms of the context, it would have been good to see them all try to actually cope with the change up in living. You know what I mean? Like, and realise, you know, Sheldon actually really missed Leonard and Leonard actually missed being with Sheldon. And you know, Penny might have been okay with living with Leonard, you know, when she thought she would be the one not liking it. But then it's him that's not liking it with her because he doesn't like the change up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would have been good to actually see obviously how they all reacted after spending a bit of time together in the new environments. But you know, at the start of the episode when he was arguing and obviously Leonard walked out, I was thinking, like, you know, we've seen this multiple times before. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you how many times we've had an episode, probably 5 or something, you know, at least enough to count on your hand, where Leonard's actually stormed out and has not been happy with obviously the roommate agreement and obviously the relationship that he has with Sheldon and with the control of obviously what's going on. Now, I understand that you could get a little bit mad in terms of the Harry Potter spoilers, and I thought we was going to keep going through the episode or dropping the Harry Potter spoilers, to be honest, because he dropped one, then he went into Penny's apartment and she dropped one, you know what I mean? But we dropped another one in with The Walking Dead at the end, and you know, I think The Walking Dead's a TV show that potentially, like, I wish that I never watched so I could watch it again because it was great and we could have watched it together, because that I do, even though that there's some dead episodes and, you know, there is some dead scenes here and there and maybe like mid-seasons, but like in the context of the show as a total whole, The Walking Dead is great. And I know that it just brought out a Rick and Michonne one. I think it's only a small season as well, so we're not really posted it, but that was a great franchise. I really did enjoy it. And it's got a spin-off as well for The Walking Dead. That's obviously got Lexa from the 100 that we watched as a main character, and she dropped out maybe towards the end, spoiler. But do you know what I mean? Like, that is a good show. That really is a good show. But today's episode, it was really good. And like I said, you know, Amy slowly but surely becoming my favourite character. Just like her personality, I think she's upbeat. I think that she's cast really well, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like her mannerisms, her facial expressions, the way she acts as, I think she's really good. Like, what a great addition to the show. I know there's many people that might not like her, but me personally, I feel like she's one of the best decisions that they've done in introducing the character into the franchise. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So just talking about there, like new additions into shows, like that is enhances the franchise. And, you know, what characters in other TV programs that you've watched that the addition of them coming in a bit later than usual, do you know what I mean, kind of like bettered the show and like you really liked, you know, like what a great decision, if that makes sense. So like for me, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the first season. I don't think they had Danny DeVito in, and then obviously when they implemented and brought him in, and you know, he's just been like one of the staples of the show throughout it. And you know, considering how big of an actor Danny DeVito is and the things that he lets the show do to him, if I'm being totally honest, shows like what a great guy he actually is in real life. You know what I mean? I feel like he would be a top mate, and a great actor, and you know, him casted in that show just made it so much better. And I personally think that this show, with the addition of Bernadette and Amy, I think Amy's better than Bernadette, but that's not any disrespect to Bernadette. I just feel like Amy's enhanced it way better. You know, I feel like she's a great character, and I actually enjoy all the scenes that she's in, and I don't think she's ever had an episode where she's annoyed me. I mean, there's an episode where, like, the Will Wheaton one, where I can acknowledge that she was kind of the person instigating the the conflict in the episode, but like in terms of her character, I feel like she's very good. And you know, I would have liked to see, like I was saying there, have a bit more time in the apartment staying with Sheldon. Like she was saying, like, what better person could you ask for a roommate than a scientist? You know, somebody who's willing to chauffeur you around, puts up with all of your stuff, likes all your quirky personalities. You know what I mean? Like, she would be a great addition, you know, to the apartment. And maybe we do get them moving in, like we did in Friends. You know, when Chandler moved in with Monica and obviously moved out from the apartment with Joey, you could never really see that until it happened, and then you thought, whoa, what a great actually introduction. And the way it can actually work is it's perfect. It's just across the hall. It's not as if like you're absent like Ross all the way across the street, you know what I mean, and Phoebe in a total different apartment complex. It's like you're still there, engaging all the time. See each other crossing paths, you could just walk in and out and still, you know, like engage how they currently do. So I do feel like maybe later on down the line it would be a good thing to kind of like pull the trigger and see if they could live together, you know, Amy and Sheldon, obviously Penny and Leonard. But right now it wasn't the time, and I could always see them kind of moving back. But overall, as an episode as a whole, I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it, and it's the first time we've seen a glimpse of Howard's mum. Don't think we're ever going to see the face, but we did see the body, which is interesting as well. And he was saying that, you know, he's got no chance of getting out of there now. As you can see at the end, he tried to climb out the window and he's dragged back in. So I feel like everybody was used well in the episode, and they all had enough screen time. That's a perfect blend of everybody, if I personally could say so myself. And I'd love to see more of that. But thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.